Welcome to Coffee with Viking. I am Mike. Cheers. Paul's tough take on homosexuality, which is actually from God's Word too. Shameful and unnatural are two words that sum up what Paul has to say about homosexuality. Some Bible translators punch up his criticism with even stronger words: indecent and perversion. Men commit indecent acts with other men and receive in themselves the due penalty for the perversion. Romans 1:27. For many Christians, that's uncomfortably close to name-calling perverts. It is what it is. I'm not being judgmental, but I do stand with God. Some Bible students, in what most scholars describe as creative Bible interpretation, argue that Paul isn't saying what it sounds like he's saying. Their theories: he's condemning naturally heterosexual people who try to go against their nature and experiment with homosexuality. Dude, a gay act is a gay act regardless, so that's not a good enough argument. He's condemning homosexuals who don't lovingly commit themselves to their gay relationship, which even God said in the Old Testament that it's an abomination. Instead, they're always on the hunt for sex. And I actually do know gay people. I work with them. In fact, my dad came out, and I can confirm that. I can actually stand and say that not all of them hunt for sex, and that could be a straight person too. In fact, I was one of those straight guys before I came to Christ that was always hunting it down. Of course, with a woman, but so sexual sin is sexual sin, whether you're gay or straight. And one sexuality is not more of a hunter for it than another. That's the person's mindset. But most Bible experts argue that Paul is writing from a Jewish background that condemns this practice as a detestable act. They must both be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense, and that's in Leviticus 20:13. Jews get their message across outside the Bible too, in an ancient collection of writings called the Sibylline Oracles. The writer says that Jewish men honor their marriage vows and don't engage in evil intercourse with boys, as do Phoenicians, Egyptians, and Romans. As the oracles imply, Paul is also writing to a city that knows about homosexuality all too well. Nero, the emperor, when Paul wrote this letter, married a young man named Sporus who dressed like a woman. Some historians say that all but one of the first 15 Roman emperors had homosexual affairs, with Claudius as the sole exception. Bible scholars say that with this background in mind, if Paul intended to attack some tiny slice of homosexuality instead of the entire practice, he would have made that clear. And actually, it was made very clear, not just by Paul, but throughout the Bible. But I also know we have free will, and nothing that I say, and to some people, nothing that God says in His Word is going to mean anything. But I stand by His Word. And I'm not going to judge or condemn anyone because that's not my place. I'm just here to share God's Word. And I stand by that. I am just a servant of Christ who wants to share His love, His gospel, His Word, and try to help as many people get ready for what is coming, because the signs are there that the end is coming real soon. And while no one knows the day or hour, we are told to watch the signs, and the signs are getting much more clear. Prophecies are getting fulfilled. And this is one topic I haven't really hit on here very much. But yes, sexual sin is sexual sin. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight on that. But God, when He created man and woman in the Garden of Eden, He told them to go and procreate. And two dudes and two women together cannot procreate. And it was also an act God created for marriage so that the two could become one and create more life. But I know where this world is at right now, and I know that these words are not going to be popular. But I still love you all. Stay blessed. Stay caffeinated. May you all have a wonderful day. Much love.